can understand that no one really wants to talk to little Kevin's father because there was a pretty public rift between our side of the family and him right after Traci passed.
I just want y'all to understand, man, always build a village around you because you never know. Just pour into people. And see, people that knew me and Traci, that knew us, that's met us on that level, it is no question. No question. No hesitation. No question. All good.
Oh my goodness, did y'all hear that? The streets are talking and they're saying that Traci Braxton's husband, Kevin Surratt, is in a full-on war with the Braxton family. Apparently they've gone and banned him from the family altogether. But hold up, what in the world did Kevin do to deserve this kind of treatment? Well, besties, Kevin isn't about to take this lying down. He's got some choice words for the Braxtons, and believe me, he's not holding back.
When my baby passed, I was like, wow, this is real. I had to move out of our place, and I had to, really just reboot my life. And I thank God for a lot of people who understood and embraced me as a man that knew us and met us on the level from which we were, or from which we came, and it gave me the lifeline that I needed to keep moving.
Child, it's a whole mess, and we're about to dive right in. Let's rewind a bit and get some context, shall we? Traci and Kevin tied the knot way back in 1996 and were together for a solid 25 years. Now, their marriage wasn't always smooth sailing. They were pretty open about their ups and downs. Remember when they appeared on Marriage Boot Camp Reality Stars in 2014? They worked through their issues on national TV, and it seemed like they came out stronger on the other side. But then, tragedy struck. Our girl Traci passed away at just 50 years old from esophageal cancer. Kevin confirmed the heartbreaking news to TMZ, saying, "We have come to a time where we must inform the public that after a year of privately undergoing a series of treatments for esophageal cancer, our beloved Traci Braxton has gone on to glory." Now, Traci left behind her extended family, including Kevin Sr. and their son, Kevin Jr. But since Traci's passing, both Kevins have been dealing with some serious personal drama. In the Braxtons premiere episode, we learned that Kevin Jr. is going through it, y'all. Not only is he navigating life without his mama, but he's also in the middle of a divorce from his wife, Olivia Herron, after just a few years of marriage. Talk about a double whammy. And get this, Trina spilled some tea about the relationship between Big Kev and Little Kev. Apparently, they're not talking as much as you'd expect during this tough time. My heart goes out to Little Kev, losing your mom and your wife at the same time. That's rough, bestie. But wait, there's more drama. During a conversation with his aunties, there was some kind of distraction, and Tamar started speculating that Little Kev was talking to the police. Then Tawanda dropped a bombshell. Someone called the cops, saying Kevin has a warrant out for his arrest. Tawanda thinks someone close to Kevin set him up. The plot thickens. Now, with all this going down with Little Kev, everyone's wondering, where in the world is Big Kevin? Well, honey, that's the million-dollar question. In episode 2 of the show, the sisters sat down with a grief counselor named Spirit. Everything seemed cool until Spirit asked Tawanda how it felt not having access to her sister Tamar. Before Tawanda could even open her mouth, Tamar jumped in saying Tawanda doesn't care about her.
For me, you have to respect where a person is. That's just it. And until that person or whoever is willing to move forward in that way, then you just have to respect where they are.
Well, the respect is a behavior, but I want to know how it feels to not have access to your sister.
But
be honest,
it's not connected to a feeling, though.
No,
it's not connected to a feeling.
Okay.
It's not connected to a feeling, though.
Ooh, chilly. Tamar didn't hold back. She claimed Tawanda makes more effort to stay in touch with Tony and Trina than with her. Tamar says she's always the one reaching out first, and Tawanda only bothers when they're filming. Tawanda clapped back, saying she couldn't remember the last time they spoke, but she knows for sure Tamar didn't reach out on her birthday in September. Mind you, they filmed. She claimed Tawanda makes more effort to stay in touch with Tony and Trina than with her. Tamar says she's always the one reaching out first, and Tawanda only bothers when they're filming. Tawanda clapped back, saying she couldn't remember the last time they spoke, but she knows for sure Tamar didn't reach out on her birthday in September. Mind you, they filmed this in March. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Tawanda had enough of this back and forth and declared that from now on, she's only going to care about her immediate family, her partner and her kids.
Tony's in your household?
But they call me. I talk to them every day.
Girl, you don't answer the phone.
That's
Girl,
not true.
Stop.
Let's be specific. Did you call me yesterday?
I did, actually.
Did I answer it?
Well, because we're taping now.
No.
But before...
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. When you called me, every time you called,
that is not the
every
truth.
time you called, I answered. Every time you text, I answer. That's a fact.
Okay,
That's a fact.
so I'm a liar.
No, you said that. I didn't call you that. That's the word that you're using. Everyone knows that I always have receipts.
But hold on to your wigs because this drama train was just getting started. Right after the episode aired, Tamar hit us with a tear-jerking video of Traci's last moments. Then, not even 24 hours later, she went on a Twitter rampage, throwing her entire family under the bus, including her fiancé, or is it husband, JR. Tamar was tweeting up a storm, spilling all kinds of tea, before she went and deleted most of her social media profiles. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, this screams that there are some dark family secrets the Braxtons are trying to keep under wraps. And you know who probably knows all about it? Kevin! Now, here's where things get really interesting. Fans started noticing that Kevin, who was still married to Traci when she passed, wasn't invited to be part of the show or the grieving process. I mean, if anyone needed to be there, it was Kevin, right? People on social media were calling it disrespectful for the family to have these conversations about Traci without including her husband. This got folks thinking, has Kevin been banned from the family? I mean, it does seem weird that he's not part of these conversations, doesn't it? Well, Kevin did an Instagram live after the show premiered, and while he didn't come right out and say there was beef with the Braxtons, he sure did drop some hints. He was talking about a whole other village that's been helping him and little Kev deal with Traci's loss.
The other thing is, I really want people to understand this part. To death did us part. Please understand that. Please do. Because some narratives will not include that in that situation, and I thank God that he gave us that. And like with me and my son, I'm doing everything I can to make sure he's good. See, we have a whole nother village, you know what I mean, that was always there for us. Whole nother village. And that village came and embraced us and helped us on many levels. When we found out about Traci having cancer December the 15th, 2020 at Georgetown Hospital, we had went through some stuff. Prior to that, we was in California, as they brought up. We was out there taping. Traci talked about she couldn't swallow. I immediately called the doctor. You know, thank God our doctor was always there for us.
Now, Kevin was saying a lot without saying too much, if you know what I mean. But if you were paying attention, it was pretty clear that things aren't all sunshine and rainbows between him and the Braxtons. But get this, if the family is treating Kevin like trash now, it wouldn't be the first time. Remember when Traci passed away in 2022? Kevin claimed that Traci's sisters were painting him as a bad husband because he wanted to plan a funeral service. According to the family, this went against Traci's wishes. Kevin and Traci's manager went ahead and organized a funeral with a viewing and Zoom links. The Braxton sisters insisted that Traci didn't want a funeral or wake and had asked to be cremated immediately after her death, but Kevin wasn't having it. He went ahead with the funeral anyway. Now, here's where it gets really messy. None of Traci's sisters or her mother showed up to the funeral. Traci's father did make an appearance, but apparently he was initially denied access because he wasn't on the list. An insider at the church recognized him and let him in, but he had to sit in the fourth row. Can you believe it? Traci's own father wasn't even allowed to speak about his daughter. Kevin tells a different story though. He says Traci's father wasn't denied access and that all the sisters and their mom were invited but chose not to come. He claims Traci's father and brother did attend briefly and weren't pushed away from celebrating Traci's life. Kevin was not happy about the sisters making him out to be a deadbeat husband in the media. He insisted that Traci wanted a viewing and memorial service, saying, "I was with my wife more than anybody in this world. I know my wife. And when she got cancer, we really started to communicate about funeral plans, and I was still trying to find treatments for her. I went to every single one of her doctor appointments throughout our entire marriage. That's how we were, and now they're treating me like a deadbeat husband." While Kevin was planning the funeral, the Braxton family decided to hold their own private memorial on April 2nd, which would have been Traci's 51st birthday.
I'm okay. Today's okay. It's okay. It's not my best day, but it's an okay day, you know, and I'm happy that I'm here and I'm happy that I get to talk about it. And her birthday's coming up soon on the 2nd, and my sisters and I, we're going to celebrate and have a big Traci Day thingy.
Once again, Kevin was left out in the cold. He told Page 6, "I was never invited. No one has sent me any type of invitation." But wait, there's more. Let's take a trip down memory lane to about 4 years ago when Traci was still with us. There was an episode of their show where Traci called Tawanda a snake and felt like Tawanda's boo was out of line for trying to get the sisters to hash out their issues in Napa Valley. During this drama, some not-so-nice comments were made about Kevin. Tamar even went as far as to slam Kevin about his criminal record while he was trying to defend Traci. Talk about hitting below the belt. Later, while watching the episode, Tawanda clapped back at Traci for going off on her man, Sean, at Trina's wedding. A fan asked why Traci was so mad, and Tawanda replied, "'Cause she mad because unlike her, I have a real man." Ouch! That's some serious shade right there. So you see, the Braxtons have never been shy about throwing shade at Kevin. Now that Traci's gone, maybe they feel like they don't have to play nice anymore. Or maybe, just maybe, they're worried about all the family secrets Kevin might spill if given the chance. Child, this family's got more issues than a magazine stand. Tony's dealing with serious heart problems that could mess with her lupus. Trina's battling alcohol and food addiction, plus PTSD. Traci's son is struggling and probably needs some serious therapy. Tawanda seems to be playing the role of secret keeper, always dodging certain topics. And Tamar? Well, Tamar's just being Tamar. There's always something going on with her. Honestly, this whole show feels like it came back way too soon. The family could have used that time to heal and rebuild their foundation instead of airing all their dirty laundry on TV. And it certainly doesn't help that they're so obviously keeping Kevin out of everything related to Traci. So far, the episodes have been all about dealing with Traci's loss. But don't you think it's unfair that they're shutting Kevin out of everything involving his late wife? And what do you make of Kevin's reaction to the show's comeback? I'm dying to know what you think, besties. Drop those comments below and let's keep this conversation going. Remember, in the wise words of Traci Braxton herself, sometimes you have to put yourself first. But maybe in this case, the Braxtons should be putting family first, and that includes Kevin. Until next time, this is BiBiTea, serving you the hottest tea and the juiciest gossip. Stay fabulous, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more celebrity drama. Bye.